miles away. One ray of that special kind of sunshine all your own. Julie on a snowy street, shining through the cold and driving sleet. Your heat, just one smile can melt a frozen heart of stone. It's true, I think you always knew there was something you should do. Turn the key, you'll be what you want to be. Julie. Julie, time is moving on. Take your opportunity before it's gone. You're one in a million, there is no one else like you. Julie, it's your solo dance. Life is knocking when you take your chance. Advance to the summit of the world and see the view. Oh, there's even more in store. Open up the door, turn the key. You'll be what you want to be. Julie, Julie.
Hurry them in here, come on. Have you been? You were right behind me a minute ago.
Well, the man said the third door on the right.
I know.
Well, I went in the third door on the right and it was full of gas meters and toilet paper.
You might have known that wasn't a real door. It's only about 2 foot high. Where the dwarfs get changed, the real people come in here.
Well, where shall I put these things?
Well, just put them down and shut the door, someone might come.
Didn't think it'd be like this, did you?
Why?
Well, when I won the colouring competition in the Evening News, I was invited backstage to meet Harry Seacombe at the Palace Theatre as part of the prize. Sleepy Time elves I had to colour in. So I remember having terrible trouble with the stripes on the pyjamas. Of course, that was before felt tip.
We went to see Freddie Garrity once. You know, Freddie and the Dreamers, in his dressing room. And that was like somebody's sitting room. It had a telly and a bed and everything. I went off him, though, because he had a string vest.
Not very nice here, is it?
It don't matter. Got to start somewhere. Be better in the finals. Hey, what time is it? Give us a fag.
25 to.
God, is that all there's ages yet? Better start, though, just in case. What time is it?
25 to.
Oh, yeah. Were you waiting ages for me? I was cheering our goldfish up and I put my hand in to stroke it and I still had my watch on. Then I had that funny bus conductor. He's got a nice body, but cross eyes. He has this thing, he always pretends he's not going to let me off the bus.
I never have any trouble with him.
God, I'm nervous. Couldn't sleep last night. I was reading our Mark's Beano at 4 o'clock this morning. And I thought I might as well go and sit in the garden and watch the sun come up.
What was that like?
It didn't bloody come up. I thought it must be behind the brickwork, so I got the stepladder out and climbed up. And I thought, this is stupid, standing out here in my roller, so I went in and had my breakfast. It's no wonder I got bags under my eyes staying awake all night. Shall I put my face pack on? Hey, listen to this. Contains witch hazel and lavender to close the pores. Shut that pore. Oh. My hands are shaking, you know. I haven't been so keyed up about anything since I was the Virgin Mary.
It's going back a bit.
You're not kidding. Give us another fag. I hope I don't lose my voice. I had a real bad throat this week. I was practising half the night last night. Something in the way she... Do I sound all right?
OK.
I think I sound really croaky. I bumped into Janice Harper outside Lewis's. She thought I sounded really croaky.
Sounds all right to me.
Well, you wouldn't know. Not exactly a bat, are you, when it comes to hearing?
What do you mean, a bat?
Honestly, Mr. Brennan was stood behind you for ages this morning before you turned round. So never mind collecting for Christine's wedding present. We all ought to be giving for an hearing aid for you.
I told you I had cotton wool in my ears. I do sit practically 2 inches away from a pneumatic drill, you know. Just about up the wall with it. It's been going on for weeks. My father says you never will get tarmac laid quickly under a Labour government.
That one with the curly hair asked me out the other day.
What did you say?
Well, you can't when you're engaged, can you? Hey, what time is it?
22 minutes to.
God, is that all ages? Is there a paper bag in my handbag with tights in?
Yeah.
My mum made me bring clean knickers. I said, no one will know unless I make an announcement. I don't like arguing with her, though, since she's had her operation.
She better now?
Well, she can't wear stretched pants and she's not to move the spin dryer for a few weeks, but she's okay. They've all had it done in our street.
What?
Having your insides out. What me nan will call your doings. Mind you, once that's out, you've had it. Or rather, you don't have it. So I don't think you bother with it much after that. Man next door says it's like waving a woody in the Albert Hall. I don't know how we got onto that. I only went round to borrow his second to us.
What's a woody?
Woodbine. He's obsessed, that man. He has all sorts of dirty magazines. Oh, Mark's the paper boy always stops for a quick flip through in the cemetery before he delivers them. Oh, God, I don't know what I'm on about. I went to Zena's to borrow her underskirt and she had a whole crate of baby jams. We had loads.
What was she doing with the crate of baby jam?
My dad gets he works in a garage. She had 280 Kit Kats once.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, your sort of thing, isn't it? Chocolate. Honestly, I'll never forget you that Christmas Eve at our house. Let's start the second layer in that black magic, me dad says, and there's just a lot of black crinkly paper and you with a red face.
I brought them.
Look at that! I'm getting really fat. You have to push me round on wheels soon. Going on a diet. You should go on one with me.
It's glands.
You shouldn't eat so many. You should be able to lose some of it anyway. How much do you weigh?
I don't know, about 10.5. Got very big bones. Angus likes me as I am, anyway.
You don't know how you are as in Australia.
New Zealand. I send photographs.
I mean, you go in a booth on the station with a scarf on and your cheeks sucked in. When's he coming back?
Gets 3 weeks in 1981.
Hey, have a look in that carrier bag. Zena gave me some baby shams. Do you want one? Oh, you don't drink, do you?
I do. I had 2 lager and limes at lunchtime, actually. Where's the glasses?
Don't be soft, Mo. Drink it out the bottle.
I don't know why I'm here, it's not much fun. There's lots of other things I could have done. Like play Monopoly, I might have won. I usually do. My father's banker in Monopoly, he does it very well. He's not really a banker, but you couldn't tell. How a dog weed on Mayfair and swallowed a hotel. Nearly choked to death. Or sometimes we play Mastermind, I feel a fool. I get the answers wrong, it's just like school. We have an egg timer, a torch and the piano stool. And we have to say our names. Or sometimes Mrs. Finks, the lady next door, comes round with her slides of the Korean War, which are very amusing. I've seen them before, but you can't really say that, though, can you? Or we have homemade wine, which is very nice with Coke. My father says Chateau Boots and pretends to choke from the south side of the shopping precinct. Just a joke. Sounds funny when he says it. At the end of a perfect day, I kneel by my bed and pray that the morning will find me changed and no one will think it's strange. They'll just start to like me or love me. I don't know what to say. It won't happen anyway. Forget I said anything. I know what the day will bring. It'll bring the same as yesterday.
Oh, God. I'm dying to go to the loo. I'm always like this when I get excited. Go and see if you can find us one, eh?
You're serving, you know.
Oh, go on, more. I can't get my sockets right unless I do them both at the same time.
Noticed one on the way here, actually.
Great. Where?
There's no lock.
Oh, that don't bother me. I'm good at all that stuff. My sister did that once and someone burst in and broke her wrist. Where is it?
It doesn't flush.
Is it really bad?
Like the ones in the park near the drinking fountain.
Definitely not going then. Do you like this colour?
It's nice.
Sun shimmer gold. Do you think I should put some more on for the stage lights, I mean?
It's all right what you've done. You don't want to look tarty.
You wouldn't mind? These are all men, aren't they? God, I'm bursting. I don't know how many bloody baby shams I've had now, and I ate soup for my tea and all.
What, just soup?
I never eat much before I go out. I feel bloated. I was too nervous anyway. I had tomato soup and a raspberry mivvy out of our freezer. Did I tell you we got a freezer? It's full of iced lollies and a packet of beef burgers. My mum says it costs so much you can't afford any food for it. It's a funny word, isn't it?
What?
Mivvy.
My mum wouldn't let me go out without a proper meal inside me.
My mum don't care. She lives on continent smoky bacon crisps.
My mum says it's not fair to your stomach not to have a proper meal at tea time. It aggravates the lining because it's expecting it. We always have 3 courses. Soup or avocado on a weekend, then a main course, then a sweet. And if it's Saturday or we've got company, we have matchmakers or after-eights with our coffee. In the other room. It's an extra bother to have it in the other room because of a hatch.
Oh, I feel great now. We'll have another baby sham. Do you want one?
Oh, better not.
Why not? Go on.
I'm terrible when I'm tiddly. One New Year's Eve, I ended up in the conga into the spare bedroom.
Who with?
My mum and dad.
Are there any other singers enlisted that compare say?
I don't know. I don't listen to other people's private conversations. It was you he was talking to.
I know, but I've got this thing. I can't listen when people are talking to me. I mean, when they're giving me things like directions. They're going left at the library and behind the butcher's. And I'm going, yeah, right. And I'm not taking it in.
Where's that?
Eh?
It's Hilda's Remnants, isn't it?
What?
Left at the library and behind the butcher's.
I don't know. I was just saying. It was an IE. I mean, an EG. Oh, God, I'm losing my voice. I should have had my hair done. I wanted to wash and wear perm, but I'm spent up. They're a bit common, them, anyway.
My father says that girls with perms are like balmy sheep. He said it in his speech at Oddfellows Ladies' Night. Quite a few people said hear, hear. He's very dry, my father. My mother had a fun fur, you know, fun fur fabric. She won in a raffle on our caravan site. He said she looked like a polar bear. He said she was lucky it wasn't the hunting season or somebody might have shot her.
I just think it's all right, that dress.
Looks a bit small.
Well, it's meant to be tight-fitting. The woman in the shop said it should be like a satin skin. I think she would have lesby friends.
Looks too small to me.
Oh, bloody hell. Cabaret club, not an antenatal clinic. I'm not mad about this colour. You don't dress to please yourself, do you? I don't know whether to wear a bra or not. What do you think?
Can you not wear one?
Hardly ever do, me.
Used to at school.
Oh, well, we all did then, didn't we? All had our Dorothy Perkins half-cup wired. No, you didn't, did you? You had those awful white cotton things with 3 fasteners. I hardly ever wear one now.
You'll pay for it later.
Not bothered. Shoot myself when I'm 35. The thing is, if it's cold on stage, my nipples might stand out.
Julie?
Well, one's bigger than the other. It might be distracting. It's one of yours.
Never looked.
Well, I hadn't noticed about mine, but Dave said. Keeps threatening to measure them. Daft sod.
When did he see them?
Yesterday. What's the last weekend when his mum and dad were away? Whenever we do it, unless we do it in his car. In which case I keep your sweater on because his heater's packed in.
I didn't know you. Does your mum know?
And I think finding a pair of Dave's underpants under one of the sofa cushions gave her a rough idea. What time is it? What time? Well, test me on my words. Right. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum, only a cabaret.
Come to.
What?
Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. You said only a cabaret.
It don't matter. What good is sitting alone in your room? Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, old chum. So comes the cabaret, yeah, right. Put down the knitting, the book and the broom.
No.
What's up? That's right, I know this bit.
It's come taste the wine, come hear the band.
It isn't. You go back to this bit underneath the first bit, then you go on to the bit you said.
It's a funny way to write it.
Do you mind if I carry on?
No.
I've forgotten what I'm doing now.
Well, according to you, it's put down the knitting.
Put down the knitting, the book and the broom. Time for a holiday. Life is a cabaret, old chum, so come to the cabaret.
Come taste the
No,
wine.
I'm only breathing in. Come taste the band. Come... The wine. Come hear the band. Come... Something celebrating right this way, your table's waiting.
Come blow the horn.
Yeah, right, I remember that. Now, I only do the second verse of the next bit. Start by admitting from cradle to tomb isn't that long a stay. So, life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret, old chum. Only a cabaret.
Oh, you've missed some out.
I haven't. Where?
Isn't that long a stay? Life is a cabaret, old chum. Come to the cabaret. Come taste the thirst. Ret, old chum, and then only a cabaret.
You don't do it like that. You go from there to there.
Why?
Life is a cabaret, old chum.
I thought there was something about Elsie in it.
You what?
I thought there was a bit in the song about a girl called Elsie. I think she lived in Chelsea.
Isn't it funny? I've been up all night and I don't feel tired. I haven't slept much since that audition. I just read it in the papers and went straight there. I had no music. I sang without a microphone, without a piano, nothing. They said afterwards, with a voice like mine, I didn't need one. Always had a good voice, though. When I was 5, I used to do Shirley Bassey with a dessert spoon for a microphone. Shattered a liqueur glass once doing I, you have nothing. It's a bit of a row, though, because it was when my Auntie Kathleen brought back from Ibiza before a breakdown.
What was that?
I don't know, really. They only talk about it on Boxing Day. Give us a fag. You know, if you win and get a job on all the Bunters Clubs, like I told you, you know how much you get paid?
Yeah.
50 quid a night. That's 300 quid a week if you only took Sundays off. Mr. Brennan could get stuffed. And Mingy Martha. And Mrs. Kowalski. Hey, I could leave home. I said to me mum, I don't care if your bloody legs drop off tomorrow, I'm going.
Might not win.
No, but I might get spotted. Man at the auditions had a BBC producer come in once.
But they don't take girls from offices to be on the television.
They do? What about Pam Ayers?
She probably knew someone.
What, slept away to the top? Come in, Miss Ayers, get your corsets off and read us a poem about hedgehogs. Who cares? That's leaving my granddad's whippet to win this. As long as he didn't have bad breath. It's one thing about not being married yet. I don't have to do it in the mornings. That was the worst thing about when we went camping, you know. Like some bleeding Eastern ritual. Weaving about, trying to avoid each other's faces.
Thought you had to take your Mark with you.
We did. Kept sending him out for milk. Every time we fancied a bit, we'd say, go and get us some milk, Mark. With so much in the end, we had to bury it. We do my shoes up, I daren't bend over. You've never done it, have you, Ma?
I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, you don't do anything, men do all the work.
I don't know what you're worried about this contest for. Getting married when Dave gets his promotion, aren't you?
Yeah.
Pity he couldn't come with you tonight.
I didn't want him to. Wanted to have a good time.
Going to find the...
When I was 14, I thought I'd marry someone amazing. Funny and clever.
Well, Dave's clever.
Yeah, he can fold maps. I wanna be 14 again, when sex was just called number 10, and I was up to 7.5. Boys were for love, and girls were for fun. You burst out laughing if you saw a nun. Sophistication was a sports car and a chiffon scarf. I wanna be 14 again, tattoo myself with a fountain pen, pretend to like the taste of rum and coke. Chuck my school hat in a bush, spit on my mascara brush, my consulate, and teach myself to smoke. I wanna be 14 again, free rides on the waltzes of the fairground men, for a promise of a snog, the last night of the fair. French kissing as the kiosk shut, behind the generators with your coconut, the coloured lights reflected in the Brill cream on his hair. I wanna be 14 again, for all the things I didn't know then. When I was funny, I was famous, I was never ignored. I was crazy Jews, I had a laugh, I had Ilya Kuryakin's autograph. I had no idea you could wake up feeling bored. I need you more than words can ever say.
Have you got those carrier bags?
I have, George. I see the 60 Years Young Club are out in force.
That's my fan club. You hear him screaming when I come on. Sorry, miss. Sorry, miss. This isn't it, is it? Hey, George Finlay and his musical midgets. What was Doris Hargreaves saying to you?
Oh, I don't know. She's off her head. I've never been to Morecambe in my life.
That's not what she thinks.
Oh, fair dues, George. I was once mistaken for Ronald Coleman in the middle of Blackpool Illuminations.
Before they switched him on, you mean? This'll be it.
Way up! That'll be the photographer. There's only a reporter around to interview me, they said. God, hey, he's having my photo taken. Still, better start getting used to it. Come in.
Ladies all decent?
Come in.
I'll just put this here. It won't be in your way, will it?
No.
You're not doing any limbering up or anything of that nature?
Not unless Maureen has another crack at the military two-step.
Oh, part of a troop, eh?
No, Julie's singing tonight.
Oh, a singer, eh? Come in, Arthur. And where do you sing, love?
Well, I'm working in the office at the moment, just till it picks up a bit. But I'll probably be on New Faces soon.
No, I've not seen that one. Have you seen that one, Arthur?
No, George, we don't get that one on our telly.
Why not?
It's got no plug.
I'll use that one tonight if you're not careful. And does your friend sing?
No, I don't. My father says.
Arthur's the one for singing. Now, you just ask him where he sings. Go on. Ask him where he sings.
What do you sing?
Bath, back seats of showers, and toilets with no lock on the door.
I always love that one.
Who do you think will win?
I beg your pardon?
Who do you think will win the contest?
Is it a contest? Hey, I didn't know that, Arthur. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, George. No. Nobody told me that. Or if they did, I didn't hear them.
What did you think you were doing then?
Oh, I do a lot of these shows round and about. I got this one winning the Pensioners' Talent Afternoon at the Floral Hall as was.
Aye. He got 101 marks out of a possible 130. And those senior citizen saxophonists only managed an 89.
Just lucky, Arthur, that's all. I think Olive's new dress had something to do with it.
Ah, we'll have to manage without it tonight.
I bet you're wondering where my wife is, eh? Normally she'd be here, but I'm making do with my pal Arthur tonight. Pals, no one can hurt you or mess you about. If you got a pal I found. Pals, they won't desert you, and that there's no doubt. Who needs a girl around? And if you're lonely and the skies are grey, it looks like just another rainy day. Your best pal can drive the blues away.
He'll tell you the sun is shining.
He'll point out a silver lining.
Pals,
We stick together like some patent glue. We can't be pulled apart. Pals, birds of a feather, the feeling just grew. Friendship comes from the heart. And if you find yourself across the sea, fighting a war for home and liberty, you're feeling homesick as can be.
One voice says, cheer up, will ya?
One pal can make it all familiar. Hands, chest, knees, chest, hands. Hands, chest, knees, chest, hands. Pounds, one thing about them, they always go shares. £1 million or a bond. Pounds, you know we're without them, a pal really cares. And we wouldn't have so much fun.
Not often you see a magician with a male assistant, eh? Hey, I should have brought out Olive's dress.
Normally, my wife Olive would be here, you see, but there's been a bit of a mix-up with the bookings, and she'd have to be on at the drill hall. It's the hard of hearing Beetle Drive, and she's entertaining during the refreshments. You work here, love?
No, I'm with Julie. She's singing.
Is she, by gum? I didn't know there were singers on tonight, Arthur, did you?
No, I didn't, George.
I thought it was just them punk rockers on. You're not with them, are you, love?
No, they're on afterwards.
I didn't think you were. Do you never knew? You haven't got a safety pin through your nose. What's your name, love?
Julie Stevens.
Stevens? I knew a Stevens. Lived 2 doors down from my mother's. Right bloody nuisance he was. He had this great big pig he kept in his backyard.
Julie, a little girl with a big voice. Jackie James been through here? No?
Hey, if Jackie James is in this, nobody will stand a chance. He's marvellous. He's easily as good as Norman Bourne.
Oh, get on about the pig, George.
Who are the pig? Well, this fellow is for everlasting knocking at your door when you're having your tea or your dinner.
You got the list?
Yeah, they all turned up.
You must be joking. He's come, she's come, he's cried off. Wife rang up with some cock and bull story about leaving his dummy in the sauna.
Hey, what's this? Peels on wheels?
Handbell ringers in wheelchairs. Can't have them on stage, fire regulations.
Imagine if one of these won, eh? Jackie'd go spare.
Don't worry. Sammy Davis Jr. on a unicycle couldn't win this one.
Oh, yeah. The very day that pig was killed, my dear old mother was run over by a dust cart outside the reference library. She was in the infirmary for 3 months on liquids. You're right. Let's go and sit with the others for a bit.
I say, George.
What?
She couldn't have eaten them even if she had them.
I never thought of that. Man, if she were a big woman, she could have sucked them up through a straw.
Do you think Jackie James is in this? He's really good. We saw him in the panto last year. He did a ventriloquist sort of thing with a little puppet. It's very amusing.
I'm going getting a drink. Oh, God! I can't get used to these shoes.
They're very dangerous stilettos. So my auntie found out when she stopped being a nun.
Why?
You know the grating outside the UCP?
No, I mean, why did she stop being a nun?
They were always having tomato soup and she lost her faith.
Hello, love. You must be Judy.
No, I'm not singing. My friend's just gone to the bar.
Ah. Jams have her music at all, love? What's the matter?
Just thought I recognised you from somewhere.
Oh, no, not again. When will they learn?
Sorry.
Take no notice of me, love. I've had to play this so many times. When will girls learn to choose something a bit more original? Good God, eh? Look at the state of this. I'm the organist. Still, what's the odds? Nobody ever listens.
Oh, I'm sure they'll listen to my friend. She's got a very loud voice.
No way. They're all as thick as 2 short planks out there tonight. Jackie might get them going, but I can't see anybody else managing it.
Got a rum and coke and a port. Which do you want?
Julie,
What are you doing here?
I'm playing organ in the trio. You singing here tonight?
Yeah?
How are you? You're looking fabulous. Hey, you've had your hair cut. How long is it since I've seen you?
8 years.
Must be, yeah. Must be about 8. I thought about you. I wondered if you'd be calling into the club at all. I always listen out on ladies' night for that voice. It's great to see you.
How long have you been back?
A few months off and on since my father died. We're buying a house here when the deal goes through. It's a long business trying to buy a house.
You two know each other then?
This is my first steady girlfriend you're looking at here. Hey, and you still look smashing. You've lost a bit of weight, it suits you. You used to be a bit on the chubby side before. More like your friend here. Now, back to business. This your music?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. Fabulous song. I bet you sing it really well.
Someone told me that this music is lower than it is on the record. So can you play it higher? They've written it here. Key of F sharp. Is that all right?
No, not really, no. You see, it's written in E flat. So it's a bit of an awkward transposition. I think I've got it in C. It's a bit lower, but I'm sure you'll be fine. You got your drum and bass part?
No, I've only got that.
Just you, me, and the organ then, Jules, eh? Just like old times. Anyway, back to the bar. Have a bit of a chinwag later, perhaps, Julie, eh? Lovely.
I'm sure I remember him. What's his name?
Mel.
Was that Mel? Used to pick you up from school in a sports car.
Yeah, red one.
That's right. Fancy that.
Oh, I better go and phone Dave. Probably smoking himself to death, worrying about how I'm getting on.
Didn't think he was that bothered by the sound of things.
Eh? Hello, Dave? Nothing. Just thought I'd ring. What you doing? Who's there? Who invited her? Oh, did you? I don't want anything. Just thought you might be interested to know how I'm getting on. I'm at Bunters. For the talent contest. Yeah, singing. Well done. What? I can't hear you. Look, why don't you phone me back when
It's
the
the
ball...
little girl
Hang on.
with the big voice.
Can you tell me the number of this phone, please? Look, why don't I phone you? Who's been sick? Well, give me Michael's number then. Who's that laughing? What? I can't hear you. Dave? Hello?
Julie, you haven't seen Jackie anywhere around, have you? Hey? God, it takes me back seeing you. We had a lot of fun, didn't we?
Julie had a lover, he signed his letters lover. She passed them round her friends at break. She didn't show them Maureen, so Maureen said how boring and had cake. Triumph was written on Julie's face, Mel's name was on her pencil case. She'd discuss his finer points for hours. Maureen, sexy as a doormat, found solace with fourth form at Mallory Towers. He was Melvin during office hours, but he was Mel at night, when he would often quite surprise himself, saying, I love you, I really do, and I won't let you down.
Have you got anything to say?
Sorry?
I'm pissing off and leaving me pregnant.
Sorry about that. It was obviously a bit awkward for me. I didn't want my boss finding out I knocked up a schoolgirl. And I had a long talk with my family. They were fantastic, really helpful. And we all thought, you know, it'd be better for me to go.
Mel was very randy, so his car came in quite handy. Well stocked up with Durex and a comb. She had love bites round her nipple, and Maureen had raspberry ripple at home. Half the girls were jealous, the other half said, tell us, does it hurt and what's it really like? She brags 8 times on Sunday, then went out on Monday on me bike. He was Melvin during office hours, but he was Mel at night, when he would often quite surprise himself, saying, I love you, I really do, and I won't let you down.
Hey, come on. There's no point in getting heavy about it this late in the day. I mean, an abortion's nothing to get steamed up about these days, is it? Kath's sister had one, and she helped us paint our kitchen ceiling the week after.
I didn't have one, Mel. Didn't know anything about it then. By the time I've been to the doctors, it was too late. I was just running around in a panic trying to remember when my last period was, buying penny royal from little backstreet shops. My mum hit me when she found out.
She was happy, going steady. He gave her perfume, talc, a teddy. Gifts arrived by nearly every post. Most mornings you could hear the noise of Jules unwrapping cute soft toys and crunching toast. He could do Spike Milligan's Hello Folks, had a pleasing line in Dirty Jokes. Nice looking at nearly 23. Julie's got a lucky star, a boyfriend with his own sports car. Whoopee. He was Melvin during office hours, but he was Mel at night, when he would often quite surprise himself, saying, I love you, I really do, and I won't let you down.
What did you have?
A boy, Justin.
That's a smashing name, that. Did he look like me at all?
Come and watch George practicing this trick. It's marvellous. Can you imagine the lighted candle going right through someone's arm? We're having a grand time.
You get nutters like that in every talent contest. You done them before?
When I was 8, I won 5 bob off Leslie Crowther at Southport for singing Catch a Falling Star. I'd love to do it full time.
I wouldn't. It'd drive me up the bloody wall.
Thought this was your proper job.
Nah, it's just a way of earning a bit of extra cash that the taxman can't get his grubby hands on. And of course it means I see more of Kath than otherwise would. I have to keep an eye on her. Men find her pretty irresistible.
How do you mean?
My wife's Kathy Christmas. She has the residency here. She's doing very well for herself too. She does a lot of radio work, Radio 2 mostly. And she's on a new TV talent show on BBC Scotland next month.
She's singing before me.
No way.
Yeah, but Mel...
I mean, I'm not being rude, love, but if she went on first, you'd really notice the difference. I mean, she's got an incredible voice. Now, you'll be on after the disco, when people are getting the drinks in, just before the cabaret.
Right.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Well, I left school. Failed most of my O-levels, what with one thing and another. Done a lot of things, though, really. Receptionist, switchboard, forecourt attendant. Been at Benson's 3 years now.
My mother told me you were engaged. Dave Harris, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's doing very well for himself, I hear.
Yeah, OK. Probably be getting a house soon.
You can't beat having your own place.
I take that,
Yeah?
and I shove it up. Now, isn't that good? Hey, isn't that good? Hey,
Sorry, you're burning.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, dear me.
What?
It's still a bit bent, you know, Arthur.
Is it, George?
I'll have to take it back to the works.
Oh.
What do you think about doing the mind reading act instead?
Oh, I don't know, George. It was a bit dicey last time. If it hadn't been a home for the aged deaf, I don't think we would have got away with it.
Probably right.
You're not worried, are you? It's a laugh anyway, isn't it? Something to tell your pals about tomorrow.
Especially if I win.
Ah, well, these things... I mean, it's not a question of how well you do, you know. I mean, there's no clapometer or anything.
What do you mean?
I think I better go and find Kath.
Playing for her as well.
I'm nowhere near good enough for her. I mean, she's got her own pianist. Oh, by the way, love, if you happen to meet me wife, we're just old friends, eh? Ciao.
You don't want to see my car trick.
She does.
Jumbo size 6 car repeat, it's called. You don't want to see that.
Ah, Mr. Finney, comedy magic.
Finley with the banjo finale. Oh, show the girl.
I've only been doing this for 2 months, you know, and after all...
And save the rubber bands.
I'm the organist.
Oh, how do you do?
I don't know if you would need any music at all.
It'll be very nice.
Well, that's all right. Just leave it to us.
I say,
It's all right. We'll play you off and on.
I've got it with me, and it's fairly straightforward. I'll just go through it with you. Now, it starts off with a drum roll, and then we go 8 bars of Anything Goes, in olden days, a glimpse of stocking, and then I do 2 jokes using my bucket. Now then, on the second one, No Thanks, I'm Only Waiting, play 2 bars here, that's to finish off. Now, they're actually on page 2, you see, and then 4 bars of A Pretty Girl Is Like a Melody, that's where I introduce Arthur. It normally be my wife Olive, so if you could do a couple of discords, like as he comes on to point the joke. Now, I'll write that in for you. And then it's, after that there, it's Run, Rabbit, Run, when I do a couple of rabbit-type anecdotes. You see, and then, of course, I do the old comedy rabbit production routine. Then if you could just play a few bars of Old Black Magic while I sort myself out, you see. And then I'll do a couple of volunteer card tricks. Now, the Handel's water music, cut that. No, we're not doing that, you see, because Olive's taking the thermos with her to the Beetle Drive. So it's straight to the bottom there, for You Need Hands, that's for the wrist chopper, you see. And, now then that. I'm not doing that, or that. You see that there? I'm not doing that either. So you cut to the bottom of the page, so she was one of the early birds, you see. Now that's where I do the old latex budgie routine, you see. So now then, if you see me taking my banjo out, you know I'm going to do an encore. Now it'll either be, if women like that, like Ben like those, why don't women like me? Or Old Man River. Or Swanee. Which isn't down here, of course. But you can just buster it along in F. I think it goes F, F, F augmented, B flat, Old Swanee. All right, son. Don't worry about it.
So I said we've got 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 is 6. Now, very slowly, I discard 1, 2, 3, and We still have one, two, three. Oh. Then there's a funny ending to it, isn't there, George?
Oh, I thought I've ordered it. It'll be here next week.
Mr. Finley, I'd like you to go on first, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, I've no objection. Have you any objection, Arthur?
No.
No, there's no rush. Just take your stuff the other side of the stage. You'll find Mike, our stage manager, over there. Anything you want, you know. Tables, chairs, lighting, just let him know.
It's Julie. Shall I check my props, Arthur? Shall I go on and surprise myself?
Check your props, George.
How are you feeling, Julie?
A bit nervous.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. Shall I give you an old showbiz tip, eh? Deep breaths. Marvellous. Cigarette.
Thank you.
Well, how'd you like Bunters, eh?
It's nice.
How'd you like backstage?
It's all right.
Well, it may look grotty to you. That's what backstage is all about. I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm just a sentimental old pro. You take no notice of me. You, still like to work here, Julie?
Oh, yes.
Well, what we'd like you to do now, you've met Mel, our organist. Has he got your music? There's a piano in the Henry VIII grill room through there. It's shut at the moment. Some silly old bag insisted on inspecting the kitchens. We'd like you to go there, run through the song a couple of times, give you a bit more confidence and a better chance, okay?
Yeah, right. Thank you.
I am. You're an eager little beaver, aren't you? I've got to take down your particulars, as the actress said to the bishop. Want to give you a nice intro, don't we? Yeah? Ah, then it's Julie.
Stevens. PH.
And you're what, love? You're, 21, 22?
Like a bit of that Palmolive advert.
I'm 24.
Well, I'll just say young girl, shall I? I mean, 24's a bit... Well, you know Lena's Everoni, are you? Now, there's a good voice. Now, you're amateur, aren't you, love? Non-equity, non-MU.
Oh,
I mean, you don't sing for a living.
no, I'm a secretary.
Oh, no laughs here. Got any hobbies? Funny boyfriends?
I don't think I've got any hobbies, have I?
Shoplifting.
I do not. Oh, I don't. I like reading, cooking, and camping.
Fresh air fiend, eh? Okay. What are you singing?
Cabaret.
That's from Cabaret, is it? Liza Minnelli, now there is a good voice. Not surprising with Judy Garland for a mother. You haven't got a famous mother, have you?
No, but my Auntie Kathleen married someone out of Brian Poole and the Tremolos.
Oh, nice lads. They've played him many a time.
I suppose you've met lots of famous people.
Darling, I don't care if a person is famous or not. If they interest me, I talk to them. If not, I don't care who they are. I don't want to know.
Do you know Morecambe and Wise?
Oh, yeah. Shall I tell you something? I don't think they're that funny.
Shall I go and find the grill room, was it?
All right. Don't panic, I'll tell you in a minute. Oh, would you mind hanging on here, looking after the place, please? You like a drink?
Port and lemon, please.
Hey, do you know who drinks that? Mick Jagger. True. Carly and Coke, you did you?
Nice you remember. A week ago.
Oh, well, you made quite an impression on me.
Did I?
I wanted to have a little talk with you. What do you think you're doing here tonight, eh?
I'm singing in a talent contest.
You think you'll win?
I don't know.
Shall I tell you something? You won't win. Jackie James, his manager, runs this club. He wants Jackie to do the Bunters circuit. It's money in both their pockets.
Don't really matter.
I mean, even if you won, your prospects aren't that bright. You say you're 24. You may be more, I don't know. You have got a mediocre voice, a terrible Lancashire accent, no experience, and no act. On your own, you are going to get nowhere fast. But with me, I know more big producers than you've had at dinners. A word from me and you could do a guest spot on the Des O'Connor show. Stars on Sunday. Plenty of people willing to do me a favour. Hughie Green's got a new show coming up. You'd like me to put in a word for you?
That'd be really nice of you.
I didn't say a word. You're a very attractive girl, Julie. I'm sure I'm not the first person to tell you that. And that is a very nice dress you've got on. I like it. I like it a lot. I'd like it a lot better if it was lying on a heap on my bedroom carpet. You can see how you've got me going. No. Tonight's out, I'm afraid, but tomorrow, the wife's away. Brass from it. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I flatter myself I could give you a reasonable time. Nobody's complained yet, anyway. Not even the famous ones. The grill room's through there. There you go. You think about it.
And I will ask you once again. Let me see it my way. Do I have to keep on talking till I can't go on? Woo! Let me see it your way. On the risk of knowing that our love will soon be gone. We can work it out. We can work it out.
We haven't got any pork, darling. I'll come back to see what you wanted instead.
Very kind of you. Most men would just get you half a bitter or something and expect you to like it.
Oh, well, I flatter myself I'm not like most men. Drink then.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and I'll have one, yeah, cheers. Yeah?
Come to practice me song.
Yeah, well, all right then, love. We'll have a quick run through then, eh?
Yes, please.
Well, come on then. Now it's cabaret, won't it? All right then. Okay. After 4. 4.
Cigarette. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Maureen. Not very exciting.
It's lovely. Lovely name. Suits you. Irish, isn't it?
I don't know. I think there is a little bit of Irish on my mother's side.
You've certainly got those lovely Irish blue eyes, haven't you? It is striking.
I always think they're more of a blue-grey. Like my hair, it's not really blonde and it's not really light brown. I suppose the word's mousy.
It's lovely. Lovely and soft. Smells nice, too.
Strawberry and melon shampoo for fine flyaway hair. But there's a bit of perfume on it, too. Kiku.
It's very sexy. You got a boyfriend, have you, Maureen?
No, not at the moment. Just chucked one, actually.
I'm very lucky then, aren't I?
Sorry?
Catch you between boyfriends. I bet that don't happen very often, does it, eh?
No.
How old do you think I am, eh?
35?
Ah, well, not far out. Still a lot older than you, eh?
Doesn't really matter these days. I mean, Hayley Mills.
The thing about an older man is you'll find he knows what's really attractive. He's not taken in by silly little things like your friend Julie.
Don't you think she's pretty?
Oh, what's pretty? I'm talking about sex.
Oh.
I know what I'm talking about. I was in the black and white minstrels for 7.5 years. Girls in that show were pretty enough. They didn't excite me in the slightest.
What's Di Francis like?
You can see how you got me going.
Yeah, well, I don't think we need all this intro bit here. So I tell you what, I'll come in when you do.
You know what note it is, do I?
That's all right. It's one of these white ones here, isn't it?
You're a lovely big girl, aren't you, Maureen, eh?
Bit too big, I think.
No, it's lovely. bet you're wonderful in bed, aren't you? Sort of body a man could lose himself in.
Never had any complaints.
No, I bet you haven't. I bet you got lovely big nipples and all, haven't you?
Medium big.
Well, look, I'm a bit tied up at the moment. Obviously, I've got to go and sort out this farcical talent contest. Honestly, these fumbling magicians and tone-deaf singers just about drive me up the wall. But look, after it's over, you meet me at my car, right? Now, it's in the private car park on the left as you come in. It's the white Cortina up against the wall. You meet me there. We can have 20 minutes or so before I go back, OK? Oh, if you've got one of them panty girdles on or anything like that, take it off, will you? Only they're bloody murder to deal with in the back seat of a car, and we won't have much time, OK?
Where's that compere?
He's round the other side. He's probably announcing that magician you'll be on in a minute.
Jesus, give us a cigarette. Oh, bloody hell.
What's the matter?
I can't do this, you know.
Oh, of course you can.
Oh, of course you can, Malcolm.
What?
Oh, you know, Bub, I can't do my exams all blocked up like this. I can't go on and sing.
Look, it's only stage fright. I was the same when I was a courtier and As You Like It at school.
Oh, it isn't. It's Mel, the bloody organist.
Why? What's the matter?
You can't play. That's what's the matter. It's like bloody Les Dawson. Jesus, what a twat. I'm glad you never married me now. I thought Dave was bad enough.
It might be all right when you come to do it now that you've run it through.
Doubt it. He'd had half a bottle of whiskey just in the time I was there. And his wife. Oh, she was singing a song when I went in. Sounded like that mad woman that gets up at closing time in the Britannia. She looked like God, I don't know what. That muppet that dances round with long blonde hair and a mouth like this. I'm not going to do it anyway.
That's daft, you might win. All those other clubs, £50 a night.
For one, I won't win. For two, if they're all like this tatty dump, I'd rather stay at home laughing at people an opportunity knocks. I'm not going to do it. I'm bored with this, it's a stupid game. Things look good, but they're all the same. I'll be back in the office Monday morning. Yawning morning, morning. What you've missed, Russell Harty. I'll save my talents for the office party. I'm gonna hand in my notice, I think. Hello, Dave. Hello, Zinc. Get an office leaving present. I'm supposed to weep. Something bloody useless, something cheap. Oh, don't get anything we know she likes. Get a stainless steel meat platter with spikes. Oh, the island white, well, you have to, don't you? Honeymoon curfew, you will write, won't you? Going away outfit, blue with pink accessories, matching lightweight cases full of contraceptive pessaries. Have the boss to dinner, help my husband's job. I'll be dead inventive with corn on the cob. And in 9 months' time, you never know, I might win a squash tomato, win a baby grow. Oh, do keep fit on Tuesday nights. Crimpling cardi, footless tights, and cordon bleu. Can you see me? Sorry, I thought Coco Van was love in a lorry. And at 45, no doubt I'll be winking at the milkman when my wounds dropped out. Too much makeup, double chin, watching Jack and Nori with a bottle of gin. Stuffed with Valium, nicotine, caffeine. You never know, I might die laughing. Come on, Mo.
What, did you throw anything, did they?
Hey, aren't you going to do your banjo finale?
Aye, go on, I don't mind.
Good.
one side, you know. Put my hand on his trousers. I'm thinking, where is he? What's he doing with a packet of polos in his underpants?
He did that to me as well.
Hey? That's good, watch me.
It's
not all that late, you know. That cinema near the station's got dirty films on. My Swedish Meatball.
What's that about?
School dinners.
Is it?
Have you got your panty girdle? Oh my God.
Julie, time is moving on. Take your opportunity before it's gone. You're one in a million, there is no one else like you. Julie, it's your solo dance. Life is knocking